Welcome to the Business Happy Hour radio show with your host, Frank the Bank Cotto, president of Lincoln Lending Group and 813 Mortgage for 20 years right here in Tampa Bay. Joined by his incredible co-hosts, Rosa Vahidi and Senia Akishina, top producing real estate agents with Mahara and Associates. These three bring nearly 5 decades of experience in the local real estate market. If you're looking for real estate or business advice, no matter what your experience level, the Business Happy Hour team has been there for you for almost a decade right here on News Radio WFLA. Now sit back, relax, and get ready for some serious real estate and business talk with 3 of Tampa Bay's top experts. Here's Frank the Bank.
All right, Tampa Bay, welcome back to the Business Happy Hour, your number one show for all things business and entrepreneurial. Today is no different except it's the Christmas episode. That's right. Senia and I have all kinds of Christmas presents for you guys. Is it the right time to buy? Maybe it is. Is it the wrong time to buy? Never. It's never the wrong time to buy. But today we're going to have statistics and we're going to talk to you about why it could be the best time ever in your life to purchase a home right now. Could it be the best time? Senia Akishina, my amazing co-host. How you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Did you realize it was the last episode we're doing before Christmas?
You know what? No, it's all really coming up too fast.
It's all happening so fast.
It's happening way too fast. Always does. And of course, I still have some shopping left to do.
Oh, I tell you what, has this year been worse for you than normal years when it comes? And be honest. Let's be honest. Are you normally like one of those people that's ahead of the game?
I'm never ahead of the game.
Never ahead of the game.
But every year, I'm like, okay, next year, I'm going to start this process early. And I mean, even when I do, it just...
You know what early is to me? Like if I started on the 22nd. That's right here. Okay. I am one of those, and I'm sure there's a lot of guys out there, maybe girls too, that their Christmas shopping day is the 23rd. Like that is my day.
Oh, I've had years like that too.
Yeah. My wife knows that on the 23rd, Frank disappears for a few hours, and Frank just runs around.
It's a guy thing. I think that's a really popular guy thing to do.
It's a guy thing. Is it really? Is that what we do? I know my wife this year. We're actually in the Dominican this last weekend.
I saw that. I didn't even know you were going, and then I see this picture, and you're on this beautiful beach. Lucky you.
I know. I think that was the only post I put out like the whole time. But we'll talk about a lot of stuff today. Sen and I have a great fun show for you. We're going to talk some real estate statistics. We're going to talk 2025 on today's show. That is what we're going to talk about is what are people saying about the 2025 real estate market. There's some cool news reports that just came out on some of the real estate websites that talks about next year. We're going to talk some statistics. We're going to talk about my little Christmas Dominican holiday and how was the Dominican Republic. Did my plane get shot out? You're going to find that out probably in the second segment. Did my plane get delayed multiple times, which turned out to be good but yet bad? All kinds of fun stuff here. Buying a home. We're going to talk about buying a home around the holidays. By the time you're listening to this episode, unless it's today, Tuesday on our Instagram day, might be too late for you to buy a home before the end of the year.
Well, not if you close with Frank the Bank, right? You can make things happen very quickly.
That's
so
right.
if you find the home tomorrow, we could probably still close it.
We probably could.
And then you can get the Homestead exemption.
And Senia just brought up something very important that we're going to talk about as well in today's episode. And let me write that down here, Homestead. Because that is a big question. Everybody pushes to buy their home and close by the end of the year, but why? That's the question that we're going to answer today. Why do people do that? What is the real benefit to you? I was in the airport with somebody, and we got into a really weird conversation about buying more expensive homes and how she bought a home, I think like 8 years ago and got in on a pretty dang good rate and lower price of the home, yet she needs to upgrade into a more expensive home right now. And the question that was popping up was basically, how does this work? You know, are my taxes going to triple? And the answer is not necessarily. So we are going to talk about Homestead, and we're going to talk about, do you know what this means, portability of Homestead?
I do.
All right. So I'm going to quiz you.
I do. I don't know that I've ever personally done it, but, just you learn real estate stuff. I know it practically.
Yes. Well, we know how to do it. We don't know if we've ever done it before. By the way, I angled the camera a little. I'll have to let you look at this and tell me if you like how we did this or if we should double it up or not.
I like it from
here,
yeah.
Yeah, well, in the break, we'll take a look at it and see. This might be the way to go. We have a new logo. Everybody check it out. It's Sen and Frank over here.
Same logo, yeah, minus Rosa. Rosa, well, we miss you, but
Rosa's still going to
Hopefully
be
she'll
here
come
from
back on.
time to
Yeah,
time.
I'm hoping she'll
Yep.
come back on soon.
She is. Yep. We're going to have her starting coming in at least once a month, and we're going to be talking some commercial real estate with Rosa Vahidi. But in the meantime, if you guys are shopping for a house before we get into the Dominican side and what to do around the holidays in 2025, if you're shopping for a house, there's a place that you should go, and that's how you get in touch with Senia. Senia, how do they find you?
You go to therealdealtampa.com or you give me a call at 813-755-REAL.
That's it, 755-REAL, super easy number to call. Can they text that number as well?
They can.
Oh,
sure.
nice. 755-REAL. That's a great number for you to send a text. And the easiest way to find me to schedule an appointment is just contact frankthebank.com. Can't make it much easier than that, guys. 755-REAL and contact frankthebank.com. So let's talk a little bit about this vacation.
Yes.
We have a little time.
Was this like a pre-Christmas sort of getaway to?
No, we've never tried to schedule a vacation like that around the holidays. So a couple things to learn. Airports are a little hectic. I'll give them that. It was a wedding. It was a friend of mine, Logan McKnight. Congratulations, Logan and Megan, by the way. I don't, you guys they're still in the Dominican, but it was a destination wedding.
Those are fun. I want to go to one of those. I've never been to one
Me
either.
neither. Dude, I'm about to be 46, and that was my first destination wedding. And Senia, it was awesome. Destination weddings are a lot of fun. Fun fact on destination weddings: if you normal wedding, you invite 100 people, and then what do you expect? Like 70?
I would
80?
say that's a good guess.
70, 80%, something like that show up. Well, I think our friends thought on a destination wedding that they would invite like 100 and they would get less than 50. Oh, they had some very good friends. Very good friends. They had like 95% RSVP. And
Well,
they're
going
not
to the Dominican. I mean, I'd be more inclined actually to attend that one.
Right. So they did, and it turned out to be a huge wedding. A couple fun things. I think it's supposed to be good luck when it rains on your wedding day.
I heard that.
Right.
Yeah.
It rained.
It rained, really? The Dominican?
It was crazy. It was windy and clear the whole time, and then it comes the night of the wedding. You see these clouds, and you're like, "Ooh, this isn't good." They made it through the whole ceremony was fine. It was pretty funny when the reception, everybody got there and got in the line to get your drink, your very first drink and all that, and they have all this beautiful spread of food that they uncovered, and you're looking at it when you're getting your drink, you're like, I'm gonna go get one of those and one of those. And I'm telling you, about the time that everybody got through the bar line and got in line to get the other food, when I mean the clouds opened up, they opened up. And it was a torrential downpour. And the dudes running at the event didn't cover up the food or anything like that.
Was it under a tent?
No.
No, really?
No.
Oh, man.
A couple mistakes that I think were made. And we're all standing there like we're starving. At that point, too, and we're like, oh, damn. Like, they're going
What'd they do? I mean, did they rush to move it somewhere undercover?
No.
So you just had wet food.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. And then the dinner, they did leave the dinner covered. So the dinner, but then it was kind of weird. It was like off and on and off and on. And she did not want to go into the ballroom. She's like, I am here in the Dominican on a beach. It is my wedding. I don't know what you would have done as a bride. Like at some point you cut bait, right? And you're like, we just got to go to the ballroom. She did it after we got rained and back and forth under this tent, and then finally everybody's like to the ballroom after the mother-father dance. And
I've never been to the Dominican, but no, I kind of like her style. So
yeah, if we go tropical, you kind of want to get married tropical.
That's very tropical.
It's tropical.
On the beach, a little rain.
So the Dominican was nice. The Dominican was a good place. It's one of those places you pretty much stay at the resort. You don't really go outside the resort so much. We did go to another beach and checked it out, Juanillo Beach, and it was very nice. Here's my advice to anybody going to Dominican. You're going to go to the Punta Cana. That's where everybody goes. There's the Atlantic side and the Caribbean side. If you're big on the super calm water, you need to go to the Caribbean side. If you don't really care, the water's beautiful everywhere, then you can go to the other places, right? But I will tell you, the water we found at a place called Cap Cana in Punta Cana, unbelievable.
Take notes here.
Take it as Cap Cana. And they're all known for their, we say that Secrets Royal Beach. It's an all-inclusive resort.
Those are the best.
It's like
all-inclusive vacation.
It really is. And when I walked out, I was like, honey, that was really reasonable. Like because you're not getting nickel and dimed everywhere.
Yeah.
Now if you walk out on the beach, they'll nickel and dime you for everything.
Probably drink a lot more though. I'll have one of those and one of those.
Yeah, you definitely
eat a lot, drink a lot.
Yeah, I definitely ate a lot. Yeah, we figured that out this morning. But yeah, you eat a lot, you drink a lot. It's fun, and the food was pretty good. So there's an endorsement for Secrets Punta Cana. They've got a couple of them, Cap Cana and Royal Beach. Both are great. Cap Cana, the water's probably a little better, but Royal Beach was awesome. So anyway,
okay,
that's a whole segment on Dominican.
Yeah, no, that's awesome though. Good for you. I'm a little jealous.
It was fun. You know what is weird though? People talk about these tropical Christmases. It wasn't very Christmassy. Like they didn't. I mean, they had decorations up, but I did not feel like it was Christmas.
Like in Florida. I mean, we did get lucky with a couple of cold days.
Yeah.
And you know what? It did rain that one day.
It did.
So that's probably the same day that it rained there, but
it was terrible. Yeah.
You know, I've been liking the colder weather. I'm like, it feels like we're in the season.
So the worst thing about Florida Christmas, I don't know about you, is when you wake up Christmas morning and you open the door and it's like 80 degrees. I hate that setting.
AC kicking.
Yeah, I hate it.
Don't want to go outside.
I looked at let's look at the weather real quick. We're gonna do the weather on the Business Happy Hour. I looked at this yesterday. Let's see if it's the same. I want to see what Christmas Day is gonna be like. That's what I always want to know. And guys, if you're listening on Sunday morning, we're only a couple days away, so the weather could be different than what I'm looking right now. Bill Clinton says the weather's gonna be great. I gotta get Travis back in here. He does a good one. Okay, here we go. Oh, Christmas is on Wednesday. 74 and 59. So guys, get up early with the kids. Open the doors before like 8 o'clock for sure, and it'll be a brisk 59 degrees. You might be okay, right? Light a fire quickly. It'll have to go out by like 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
But it won't be bad. It's going to be beautiful weather though, it says. It's going to be cold in the next few days here. It looks like it's in the 40s. That's going to be nice.
It fluctuates just up and down, you know. Could be freezing cold the day before, and then you wake up the next day.
Yeah. What do they say? We get 4 seasons in a day here in Florida, right? Golly. All right, we're going to take a break here on the Business Happy Hour. When we get back, we're going to get into some business, I promise. We've just been having a good time over here. We're going to talk about buying homes around the holidays. I'm going to ask Senia about homestead exemptions and portability. Neither one of us have ported, but we're going to find out about it. We're going to talk about 2025 real estate market. Stay tuned to the Business Happy Hour. Don't forget therealdealtampa.com and contactfrankthebank.com. We'll see you guys in just about 2 to 3 minutes. Stay tuned. Perfect. We're about to go right.
Okay. So I'm just going to be here by myself on camera. Hi, Instagram. I'm not good at filling the silence on my own. I don't know any jokes. No, I did actually hear some good ones lately, but I don't think I can say them on air. Oh, that's true. I'm still not going to. Frank will be right back. And I will just sit here and look at our new logo without Rosa. Yeah, see, if Rosa was here, you know, her and I would be chatting. Well, I'm going to... And we're back.
And we're back on Instagram.
I wasn't good at filling the silence on my own.
Senia is filling the Instagram silence for you guys. Hey, thanks for everybody who's joining us today. Let me share this out for everybody onto Facebook. Let's get it out there. Fire, baby, when you're ready.
Now we're back with some serious real estate and business talk with 3 of Tampa Bay's top experts. Your host of the Business Happy Hour, Frank the Bank Cotto, Rosa Vahidi, and Senia Akishna.
Hey, Tampa Bay, welcome back to the Business Happy Hour. Sorry, I was in the middle of doing a little Instagram post over there because we have to run all kinds of things at the same time here at the Business Happy Hour. We love for you guys to listen every week, and don't forget you can find us on social media. We are on Instagram every Tuesday, live from about 12:10 to 1 o'clock every Tuesday. Like and share. It's our Christmas episode today. Look at this. We got Christmas balloons all over the place. They don't light up anymore, though. But it is our Christmas episode today. We're going to be talking about buying a home next year in 2025. Is it the right time? When is the right time? Homestead exemptions, purchasing around the holidays, all kinds of fun stuff we're going to get started on right now. And I have a feeling Cynthia probably has some stats for us. Am I putting you on the spot? Did you pull stats today?
I mean, I have the same stats from October.
Yes.
But hey, we, can definitely go back through those.
Yes, I want to hear some stats because I always like to hear what's going on in the real estate market. What else we got going on today? I think that's about it. We got Christmas coming up in just 3 days if you're listening on Sunday morning. And if you're not, you are 1 week away from Christmas Eve. If you're anything like Cindy and I, you have not bought anything. Is there anything under your tree?
You know
Be
what?
honest.
There's not going to be anything under my tree until Christmas morning
Wait, is
because
that how
I
that-
have my little toddler
Okay.
and he loves unwrapping gifts. So I think whatever I set out there, it'll get unwrapped well before Christmas.
See, to us boys, like we do it ever since we were a toddler. We just go under there, and I mean, did you do it as a kid? Did you go peek under the tree or anything
Well,
like that?
I grew up in Russia. You got, one gift.
Are you joking?
I'm not joking.
She's not even joking. It's like I'm laughing.
No,
I'm
this
sorry,
is a
I'm
completely
laughing.
different Christmas experience. So,
This
yeah.
is so. Wait, like so? There was it like? Is it because you guys didn't have a lot of money in Russia, or is it?
I mean, that's just how it was. I mean, you get candy and oranges, but I mean, in terms of a gift, it's one gift, and it's actually not on Christmas Day.
Okay.
We do that, like our New Year's Eve celebration. That's how, we celebrate. New Year's is like Christmas. That's when you get your gift. That's when you do the tree.
Okay, hold on. We're postponing the real estate portion of the show, and we're going into Russian Christmas right now because I have a feeling it's going to be way more exciting. Okay, Russian Christmas. Explain Russian Christmas. So wait, we do Christmas Eve. Santa comes, and then the next morning he's left the gifts for us, and we get up and we open them, and we're under the tree, and then we have a celebration on Christmas Day as well, usually, and then we still have our New Year's.
For us, that's on New Year's. So New Year's Eve is like the Christmas Eve. The way the celebration is done.
So, but you guys are not. Is it not the same Christmas? Is it not St. Nicholas?
It's not. And actually, Christmas in Russia is by the old Gregorian calendar. So that happens in January. So in my household, my mom still loves to celebrate all the holidays. So we do, the religious Christmas, but
so that's what we
never traditionally involved like any gifts. You sit down, for dinner. A lot of people go to church.
This is in January, though.
This is in January.
When you say religious Christmas.
And they go with the old calendar. Like I'm not super privy on it. I just rely on my mom. Oh, tonight is dinner for this. And then they got the old New Year, which I still do not understand. But yes, lots of things happening. Including my mom's birthday is coming up. She's turning 60 on Sunday. We're having a big party for her. So little shout out.
Shout out to Mom. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
So wait, hold on. Does Mom get to change calendars based on her birthday? She's like, no, this is the Gregorian.
Well, our calendar revolves around that. It's like, oh man, Christmas starts even earlier because she always wants to do a big thing for the birthday. So, starting the 22nd, it's just like nonstop celebrations for a month or so.
So I got to go back. So in Russia, you got the 24th and 25th of December are nothing.
I mean, the Americanized ones that are living here, obviously now we
No.
celebrate.
I'm talking about the ones living in Russia. If you're living in Russia, nothing happens on those
I don't think they
days.
still do. I mean, maybe our family just to kind of, be in spirit with us.
Right.
They'll decorate the tree and everything. But no, when I was growing up, up until we moved here. Yeah,
Man. Now, when did you move here?
One present. And
How old were you?
I was 9.
9. Okay, so you remember then pretty good.
Yeah.
And now let's go back to this New Year's Eve thing. So you don't have New Year's Eve? Like we have New Year's Eve?
Oh, no, we have New Year's Eve.
Oh, she's like, no. We have New Year's Eve. I was like, you guys
that's
invented
what I'm
vodka.
saying. That's a huge celebration where, the kids, you get to stay up till midnight, do the whole thing.
Okay.
And you get the presents on New Year's.
So you guys just doubled it up. Christmas and New Year's Eve all in one time.
Pretty much, yes.
Is there Santa or is it like Igor?
There is Santa, Ded Moroz.
What? Say that again?
It's Grandpa Frost.
Grandpa Frost. I kind of like that, Grandpa Frost.
And I think traditionally, actually, our Grandpa Frost, he's in blue. But otherwise, white beard and white hair and all that, but blue.
Okay, I'm going to date myself on this. There's no chance you remember a Saturday Night Live skit called Hanukkah Harry, do you?
No.
So Hanukkah Harry was basically Santa, but in blue. And that's what I just pictured. I mean, it was hilarious, but he was obviously a Jewish Santa, and he would give presents to all the Gentile boys and girls. Get it?
Okay.
It was hilarious. I just thought it was one of the funniest Saturday Night Live skits ever. Okay, so you guys are getting so there is no Santa Claus. It's Grandpa Frost.
Yeah, Ded Moroz.
Say this again.
Ded Moroz.
Ded Moroz.
Yeah.
Ded Moroz.
Oh, you're pretty good.
Ded Moroz. Grandpa Frost. Okay, I like this. And then you have another Christmas though in January.
Yeah, but like just the religious, it's
okay.
not the full.
No presents.
Yeah, no presents. None of the fun stuff for the kids.
So here's what I want the kids to take away from this, because I saw some of my kids listening to this and my kids' friends. Be happy.
Yes.
You live here, right? Coming from a Russian, right?
Frank, when I moved here, all your stuff. I mean, I was like a kid and, Candyland, Disney World just on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Even Halloween, I only got to do maybe 2 or 3 Halloweens because then apparently I got too old. But I thought, like, for me, that was like the most amazing holiday. I'm like, oh, there's people just dressed in, different costumes. And
yeah. And they're giving me candy. And I get to...
Kids that grow up here, they have it good.
Yeah. I just want to go back to the fact that you guys think you should get more than an orange and a present. And I got to say, the way the presents are going this year, that's all you're getting, an orange and a present. Because I've got tangerines on the counter and I got no presents right now. So it's just been a little bit of a busy year. Wow. So this is interesting. So I learned something today. I had no idea. I just thought I don't know, the world celebrated Christmas, but I'm pretty naive, I guess, in that fact. I mean, I'm sure there's some other cultures out there besides the Walmart holidays. But anyway, be thankful, everybody. That's what the holidays are about giving and being thankful. I do get stressed out when we don't have presents because I do like to give. So if you haven't gotten a present from me, don't worry about getting me anything because I haven't shopped yet this year. When we get back, we are going to talk real estate. I promise no more Russian Christmas, American Christmas. We don't want to wish you guys all a happy holiday, though. On Sunday morning, you've only got a couple shopping days left before Christmas. So get out there with all the other guys tomorrow on Monday and shop away. I'll be at International Mall signing autographs. We'll see you guys. I'll be back in just a minute with stats from Senia and what to know about buying a house in 2025. Stay tuned to the Business Happy Hour. Man, we should have had eggnog or something in here today. God dang it.
Well, I really don't know that I realized, hey, this is going to be, the Christmas episode.
Yeah, I didn't realize it either. I would have come totally decked out in Christmas stuff.
Yeah, I know you.
God dang it. And we were having for your Instagrammers, we were going to have a political guest on today. So I was like, well, I better look nice for our political guest here. And no political guest today. Let me see, make sure I'm not messing myself up. I'm ready when you are, James.
Welcome to the Business Happy Hour radio show with your host, Frank the Bank Cotto, president of Lincoln Lending Group and 813 Mortgage for 20 years right here in Tampa Bay. Joined by his incredible co-host, Rosa Vahidi and Senia Akishina, top producing real estate agents with Mahara and Associates. These three bring nearly 5 decades of experience in the local real estate market. If you're looking for real estate or business advice, no matter what your experience level, the Business Happy Hour team has been there for you for almost a decade right here on News Radio WFLA. Now sit back, relax, and get ready for some serious real estate and business talk with 3 of Tampa Bay's top experts. Here's Frank the Bank.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Business Happy Hour. Cindy and I were just joking. We didn't even realize it was going to be our big Christmas show today. And I mean, we're both wearing blue for Grandpa Frost.
Oh, there you go.
Grandpa Frost.
We're wearing the colors for the Russian Christmas.
Today is Russian Christmas. It's wonderful for all you little Russian boys and girls. We got presents. These are oranges.
Or all you get is a balloon.
Do they really give oranges? Is that a thing?
It's a thing.
Thing.
But actually, no, tangerines is more like
Is it really tangerines?
At least when I was growing up, there weren't that many oranges. But yeah, tangerines.
Man, and then she came to Florida. And she's like, there's oranges, and there's presents, and there's Halloween. I'm sorry, I'm busting your butt today.
Oh no, it's awesome here. Yeah,
It's crazy. It's crazy. I just think that I mean, I know a lot of kids don't listen to our show, but I really wish that they would and they could hear these stories. I'm going to go tell my kids tonight.
Oh, they wouldn't care. They would still give you that list of, added up $1,500 worth of stuff of the latest and greatest gadgets and whatever else they're asking for.
We've crossed into this weird world now, and I know we're going to talk real estate eventually. I know we're just having fun. It's our Christmas episode, guys, and we're not even drinking. So anyway, we've crossed into this weird zone with my 15-year-old son, where he has not asked for crap. My daughter will give me a PowerPoint presentation on everything that she is getting, this is not what she's asking for. This is what she's getting for Christmas, right? My son, I'm like, bro, is there anything? Can I get you something? Like, he does like tangerines, so I might seriously throw some in the stocking. We haven't had the Christmas talk yet, right? And I'm not doing it here on the radio either.
What's the Christmas talk?
I can't say it. I cannot say what the Christmas talk is, but we haven't had the Christmas talk. I'll tell you off the air. But it's. I think actually, I'll tell you this. I think the birds and the bees is easier. So anyway, anybody want to give the Christmas talk? But no, he has not told me what he wants for Christmas, and we're over here like I literally am like, dude, what can I get you? He's like, I don't know. Yeah, give me some money. No, bro.
They all want money. Teenagers, I mean, Amazon gift cards.
Yeah. So you know what I said to that? I said, well, what are you going to spend the money on? I don't know. I go, well, that's what I'm going to get you. Whatever you're going to spend the money on is what Daddy's going to go buy you. I don't like that, Senia. I like
that too. I want to get something tangible and, the actual gift, because on the money, I don't know, especially for grown-ups, I mean, you're going to go spend it on bills or, you're probably not going to go buy yourself something nice.
Like my wife's dad puts money in an envelope for her, and I'm like, tell your dad to stop giving us freaking money. And I don't want to sound like, oh, we don't need money. No, everybody likes money, but it's like you said, you want the gift.
Yeah.
I want to see the surprise on the person's face. Isn't that like what it's about?
Yeah.
It's the happiness that the gift brings.
Well, you know what my husband does that I also don't think that I really enjoy is the list making. I'm like, I want to see,
you to make a list?
How well you know me and like what I want, and I want a surprise. In his defense, though, sometimes the surprise gifts, and I'm like, and it just sits there in a box. But still, it's the thought, and I always do at least one gift where I'm thinking, oh, I know he wants this, and you spend time and really pick it out. It's special. I don't know. It makes it more special. I don't want just a list. Oh, okay, need new earbuds. New this, new that.
That's so funny because I just said that.
That kind of takes the fun out of it.
Honey, you heard that, right? You heard what she said? I did mention I do need some earpods. And I'm the same exact way. I freaking hate telling people what I want for Christmas. Because listen, not for nothing.
Yeah.
At this point in your life, if you need something or you want it, you just go buy it.
Buy it, exactry.
Right?
I'll just put it on Amazon cart myself, and it'll get delivered. And
you know what we should do? We should shut off Amazon for 2 months. Just so there's stuff we need that we want. No, that'll never work. Never mind. I think we're actually at the point now where you can't even order anything on Amazon and get it by Christmas. I think that day's coming.
Oh yeah,
I think it's
trying.
Maybe tomorrow or the next day. They're gonna be like, nope, won't make it by Christmas.
I'm glad you said that because actually, no, I put stuff in my cart yesterday.
Yes.
It's still getting there by Christmas, hopefully.
Oh God. So back to the same surprises, guys. I love surprises. Same with Senia.
Yes.
Surprises. So don't ask us what we want. Yes, there is one or two things I told my wife I want, and here's the thing: if we say we want it and we don't get it, that equals disappointment. There was one year I'll never forget. All I freaking asked for was a black light. That's all I asked for, and I got it from Santa, right, or my parents or whatever. And I was like, I just want a black light. And I had a whole bunch of other random people get me blacklight posters, right? So they would glow in my room. Do you know what that is? Okay,
yeah,
just
I do.
I do. And anyway, I'm kind of old. But here's the best part. Christmas morning, I got all these posters. I got all this glow stuff. Guess who didn't get a blacklight on Christmas? Me.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that was not.
You must have gotten coal that year.
Dude, I was upset. I was upset. I was a spoiled little American punk who is upset. But seriously, then I have all this stuff that glows and it doesn't glow except for in a black light. You know what I mean? All you black light lovers.
Why didn't they get it for you? Did you ask? Did they ever explain?
I think it was like one of those things where I was old enough to know that I really shouldn't be disappointed, but they could see disappointment. I was like, yeah, all this stuff needs one of these lights to glow. I think I was like,
did they end up getting you one?
Yeah, I ended up getting one. But the worst, nothing was open on Christmas, so I couldn't get it on Christmas. And of course, I had gotten money. I was like, I'll just buy my own damn black light, right? Now I got it the next day. Anyway, that's right. Make sure you listen to your kids' list. And for Cindy and I, you better know us well enough to get us some surprises. Cindy, let's talk some real estate. Should we do that?
Let's talk some real estate.
What's the stats? What's good? Do you have any good news for me?
I mean, I don't think it's bad news. Yeah, I think it's good news. And I think the best news is that we've got elections over with.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing I want to say is that despite like our year over year, so like for closed sales in Hillsborough, we were down 4.9%, Pinellas County down 13.9%, and then Pasco down 11.5%.
Dang, and that's October to October?
October to October. But historically, just during any election year, I mean, there is that general slowdown.
Right.
Exactly. Plus, we're in the fourth quarter now, so I don't think it's bad news. I think this is just something
normal.
We also expected. Plus, we had the hurricanes, that didn't help. But
no. I'm going to be real interested to see the November ones.
Me too.
Right? Because I think that's where we're going to see, because it's usually October sets up November, right?
Yep.
So we might, but then again, it's going to be so weird. Like you said, it's holidays.
It's holidays, and because of the hurricanes, though, like our new pending sales were down.
Okay.
Significantly, so usually that translates into the sales that we expect to close.
Right.
Typical closings about 30, 45 days.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see how much lower that number will get in November. Maybe it won't. Maybe people just kind of rebounded, and as soon as, things were okay, they went out and went under contract.
Well, speaking of the timing and all that, I think things are definitely a little weird, and I just think people are like slowly coming out of this funk, right? From this hurricane funk, right, in the Central Florida area. When you come out of a funk and you start going into the holiday season, it's like you find what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to pick up steam. It's like the train is kind of like coming out of the station slowly. But my prediction is 2025, this train is going to pick up some serious steam. And, the weird thing that I see going on right now in politics, and I just don't remember ever seeing this before, and you'd tell me, is the incumbent, or whatever you call him, the president-elect, Donald Trump. It's like he's everywhere. He's doing stuff. He's meeting with people. It's like he's already in the White House. Do you feel that way?
I do.
It's weird, right? It's different, at least.
I mean, it's a good thing, right? He's
really
great. Preparing. And that's my prediction as well. And I think everybody else too. You do see those headlines, market's sinking, da-da-da. And I'm like, they're really just headline grabbers for you to click on something. Because when you analyze the numbers, like I don't see anything that drastic. If anything, I actually think that we're going through like a healthy rebalancing. This is a little bit of a correction that we do need.
Right.
But we all, I think, in the real estate community expect 2025 to definitely pick up steam. And this is all good stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I originally was thinking we weren't going to feel anything from Trump and the team and all that until January. I was thinking it was going to be like late January, the 20th or whatever day they do the inauguration. That's when I kind of felt like this steam was going to pick up. But I think him being out there and being so present, he just did his first, I think, press conference like yesterday or the day before with the press, and spoke for like an hour. I think we learned more in that hour than we learned in 4 years on what's been going on in the world. But I love seeing him on the world stage because I feel like we're not going to miss a beat. And what was going through my mind the other night was, this isn't going to be a 3.5-year president. I mean, this guy is already feet in the fire right now. So I'm hoping it translates into big business. And speaking of, I did write this little, my thing's sleeping now. I did write this down. Bezos, Zuckerberg, Meta, they've all contributed over $1 million.
And I heard they're meeting with him?
Yes. And they've all started taking meetings with him. Bezos and Zuck have met with him. He just committed, I think it was $100 billion to the CEO of, I can't remember, this giant Chinese tech firm or whatever. He invited the president of China to the inauguration. Oh. Never happened before, by the way. We've never had a head of state at our inauguration before. And I haven't heard if he's going yet or not. But my Lord, I mean, I'd go,
Okay.
So anyway, interesting things leading to where I'm going to talk about.
Speaking of that too, though, remember that stat that, Rosa threw out?
What?
During election year, that also historically, sales went up 9 out of 11 of the last elections,
Right.
and prices also increased out of the last 7 of 8.
They did. They
Yeah.
did. And I think we're in for that too, which brings, Cindy and I, what we're going to say here, we're going to go into the 4th segment, is this is the time. I know we say it a lot, guys, but all the stats are showing us this is the time. Like, you've got to get in the market right now. Now, do you have time to close before Christmas? The answer is no.
Unless you have some cash.
Unless you have some. Ooh, there you go. See, I forgot about these cash buyers.
I mean, bank maybe doesn't love the cash because he wants to do your loan, but us real estate agents, we love cash buyers.
That is a great point. Everson, thanks for watching over here. Shout out to Everson watching our show. Long time listener, first time caller, right? He doesn't even understand that one. When we get back, we're going to talk about the housing market and what could happen in 2025 and what does homestead exemption mean. I've been saying it for 3 segments. I promise we'll do it in this last one. Stay tuned for more of Senia and Frank on the Business Happy Hour. All right. James, I noticed that Ryan had a fill-in host the other day. I don't know. It was like... Yes. Okay, I was wondering. I was going to mention to Ryan, do they ever use outside guys to fill in?
Hint, hint. I don't know if you can see that wink.
Hey, James, when I'm looking this way on the screen, when I keep looking at Senia from this camera, is it weird side angle the whole time? Yeah. Glance into this one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about his cameras.
Yeah. I see right into your soul. I love it. Now, so what I was thinking back here, you'll see what I'm saying. For Instagram, what I'm doing now is perfect. But then I was just thinking and now I'm not looking at that screen. Before I had it where I had both cameras here. Mm-hmm. We'll play with it. But I think if we did something, I could
just fill up the whole thing, just multiple images of us.
Oh, why don't you just do that? That's not a terrible idea.
I'm kidding.
I mean, just put the same image there and there. Or I don't know.
No, I was joking to say just the whole thing. I'll leave a little bit of space for the business happy hour, and then it's just Senia and Frank.
Done. No. I think, though, if we just take the exact thing and we just...
I'll try it. No, I like that idea. So
yeah. Because my head kind of covers the business. Well, I don't know. That could maybe be moved up. Yeah, we'll play with it.
You can see it on your cameras what James is looking at?
Yeah, here. This is what he's looking at. This is how it looks on look on your screen on your Insta. Oh. That's how it looks. See?
Okay.
So on the main cameras. So if we just put us over here.
Yeah.
Even if I backed off, you couldn't get the business happy. So I would just do that. And then,
okay.
Yeah,
Will do.
We'll try it.
Okay.
All right, we're ready when you are, sir.
Now we're back with some serious real estate and business talk with 3 of Tampa Bay's top experts. Your host of the Business Happy Hour, Frank the Bank Cotto, Rosa Fahidi, and Senia Akishna.
Hey, Tampa Bay, welcome back to the Business Happy Hour. We have been just having Christmas fun. We learned about Russian Christmas today with Grandpa Frost, who's coming to my kids' house because all they're getting is oranges and one present that I haven't even figured out yet. What else? Christmas episode. Woo! Got a little presents in here. We talked a little bit about the statistics of the market, that things are not that bad. We talked about what Donald Trump is doing, that he's already got his feet on the ground. He's out there kicking butt right now, and hopefully it means it's going to be a big start to the year. So, Sen, I have this article in front of me. It says, this is from RealtorMagazine.com here, Real Estate News. Leading economists weigh in on the forecast of what to expect for home sales, mortgage rates, and home pricing in the year ahead. The title is Rosier 2025 Housing Outlook. It says here, let's see, predicting much stronger home sales after hitting a 15-year low this summer. We will still be increasing. They're expecting home prices to continue to increase through 2025. An article I read 2 days ago said that they believe that we will have at minimum a 3 to 5% increase. I think you and I have seen 3 to 5% this year, probably higher if we were to go back and look at stats. So I think we could be looking at 10% this year. But the bottom line to this is if we're looking at any increase It is Cindy and I's job to tell you need to marry the house, date the rate. You got to buy now at today's prices. Just do the math. If you buy a $500,000 house and it goes up 5% before you buy it, you know that math? You know how much that is? $25,000. And people are like, but I don't want to spend an extra half a point in my interest rate that'll cost me $100 more a month. So let's do the math. 100 times 12 in 1 year.
I think for that, they just really need to see the visual.
You think that's what it is?
I do.
Yeah.
Because then when you see it on paper, it's like, hey, okay, so $25,000 more. But then when you break it down payment-wise.
Yeah. It's like 20 years it takes to make up the difference if you're paying $100 more for your rate. Now, if you're paying $500 more, let's just go crazy on this, $500 more, it's still going to take you 4 years to make up the difference in what you paid for that house. We should bring a board in here. That would be fun.
Okay.
She's like, no, we're not bringing a board. I'm going to figure out a way to write on the screen. But that's the point, is all these things. This is a new article saying it says here, if mortgage rates fall to 6%, as NAR predicts they will likely do in 2025, homeownership could be made more affordable to about 6.2 million more buyers as when they were at 7%. Well, guys, they're already at 6%. It's just the retail banks don't tell you this, right? So they drop to 5%. That probably opens up to 12 million more people.
And the market's going to go, frenzied, I think.
I think you're right.
And I mean, like we talk about inventory, yes, it's definitely, way higher than it was, but it's still not where we need to be, because if everybody gets off the sidelines, I mean, people are going to be fighting over properties again.
Right. And what happened last time they fought over properties?
You know what happened. I mean, it happened to me. I had to, pay 20 grand over asking price and, do my letter, really convince, the seller to, go with our offer. But I mean, it was a tough market to buy in.
Right.
For one, it took a long time to even find something that you like enough to make your home. And then, trying to beat out the competition, it's just not fun. It's much easier when you don't have the pressure. Take your time, find the place you want, and then go for it.
Yeah. Okay. Everything she just said. Exactly what you should do. Marry the house, date the rate. You don't want to buy when everybody else is trying to buy. And that window is definitely closing. That window could be closed in 30 days from now. When
it moves quick.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy, but it really does. I mean, as soon as there's, the happens on the radio and you see different headlines, market's rebounding, then people all of a sudden, it seems like as a crowd, go out there. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And it happens very quickly.
It does. And like almost overnight. Like it is that quick. And by the way,
my numbers don't reflect that, but I mean, the market and consumers, when they move on it, and then all of a sudden, my numbers look very different the following month.
So you know what happens? It's when the news says it, and they're about to cut the Fed rate for the third in a row, and we haven't seen this happen in a decade.
When?
So this could happen this week. This week there could be a third Fed rate cut. I actually think, when's that news due out? I think that news is due out. Let me use the old computer here. Put Fed rate cut. Here we go. December. I feel like it's coming. Expected to make a third cut on well, that's tomorrow.
Okay,
tomorrow.
Look at that.
I know. I'm glad I looked it up. Tomorrow, Wednesday to December 18th, it could make its third consecutive interest rate cut of 2024. Guys, if that happens, that's a pretty big deal. And eventually people are going to listen to this news and they're going to start buying homes.
Well, those are the news that they listen to. So I know that, you guys, as lenders, you kind of predicted, and I know the rates not affected directly with that.
Right.
Because you go ahead and probably lower the rates. But
Correct.
I think when people hear, Fed to cut rates, then they still equate it with, mortgages and going out there to get the house.
And it's more of a feeling than a fact.
Yes.
Right. And that's what's going to happen. And I guarantee you're going to see on the news all over the place tomorrow. You may have already seen it if you're listening on Sunday morning. You're going to see rates cut for the third consecutive time. That's going to be the headline. Rate cut
cuts
for
are
the third.
positive news. So
dang right. So you got to get out in there and buy now. We only have a minute and a half. Homestead exemption. The reason people want to buy their home and close by the end of December is because you get to file a homestead. What is that, Senia? Do you know what a homestead is?
Yeah, you get to save a bit on your taxes.
That's it. You get a $50,000 exemption on your taxable value of your house. We promise to talk about portability. We got to do it quickly. Do you want me to do it?
You have to file homestead, by the way, by March. You do have to move in, own the home.
by
the
December
end of
1st.
the year.
Yeah, for 31st.
Yep. And then go ahead and file that extension.
Thank you for saying
Don't
that.
forget. Some people do forget. They close and there's so much going on.
Right.
But I do have a question for you.
Yeah, go.
Because I have a guy, we were trying to get him to close. Hey, get the homestead exemption. Let's do it before the end of the year. But he is closing like on the 3rd of January.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a tax advantage to that?
No.
Okay. Because
No.
I was trying to figure out the logic other than just,
No.
holidays and trying to get everything out of the way. Okay. What's the portability thing?
Was he already homesteaded in another house?
I don't know. He's not our buyer. We have the listing, but
So
everything's
that
lined
could
up.
be his
so we
saving
could
grace.
close.
In
Okay.
30 seconds, I'm going to tell you guys what portability is. If you are homesteaded in your house now, and let's say your house is worth $300,000 and you go and buy a $600,000 house, they will give you your tax rate. If you port your homestead, you need to talk to the property appraiser. They will give you your tax rate for $300,000. So if your taxes are only at like $3,000 for $300,000, then the first $300,000 on your next house will only be $3,000.
I think there's a cap. I forget what it is, but
There probably is. And then, look it up, Google it. And then the other half, you get the full rate that can only go up 3% a year. So it's very important to file these homesteads. It's been a great Christmas show, Sen.
yes. So Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, guys. And we will see you next week on the Business Happy Hour. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy Russian Christmas. All right, guys, Instagram, thank you for joining, you guys. I saw we had a whole bunch of you on here today.